where basically we have this legacy system. We said that be a legacy system, I was using any legacy system, and that legacy system already have a data. Now I'm moving it to SAP S/4HANA. Why not put some automated tool in between which can bring the data, do all the rectification of the data, validation of the data, improvement of the data with automations or with some business user input we can do in this tool, and then it can do all this stuff, and then it can also send the data to SAP S/4HANA. This product is a separate product from SAP. It is called Business Object Data Services. Business Object Data Services, you can link with the legacy system. You can fetch all the data. You can do all the manipulations, mappings here, and then the data can be sent here. With this approach, the automation is there, and a lot of errors happen with the Excel template. When you give Excel with copy paste, the user can do a lot of errors. So those kind of manual errors you can get rid of. But here also you will require a SAP SD consultant or SAP specific consultant would be required here to make sure to give BODS would be separate consultant. So BODS need to build the product that which will be taking the data from the legacy system and putting it there. Here a functional consultant need to give all the requirement that what are the objects are there, and they need to also create some functional specification for that, which we call it as a conversion function specification. They need to create which object we need to bring in. We need to bring material, we need to bring customer. In SAP, it will be going in which fields can be directly taken from the legacy and can be transferred to the S/4HANA, which fields require mapping. If there is any missing data which is not available in legacy system and which is required in SAP S/4HANA, what would be the solution? Is there any business logic by that those missing data can be populated automatically, or we need to add those data manually in the business BODS, and then it need to proceed ahead to send the data to SAP S/4HANA system. In that way, the automation tool can also be used, but the more automation is there, the less involvement from the business and the more involvement from the functional consultant would be there. We are also having one of the project, and in this project, only for this master data and getting it done through the BODS, for each module, one or more than one consultant is available who is working with the BODS team, making sure all requirement has been given to them. They have developed and testing this conversion, whether when we load the data, it is loading the data correctly or not. So those people would not be responsible for the business blueprint diagram, business blueprints, preparing a functional specification for enhancements. They would be required to do the functional specification, but conversion. They would not be testing the OTC cycle, but they would be testing whether the material masters and the business partner customer have been loaded correctly in the system or not. That is what they will talk about. Okay, so that is another approach. During the project, BODS can be used. And during the project, if there is another tool is there, sometime MDG would be there. MDG would have their own consultant. Different product, their own consultant. And we need to put the data in MDG first. All the activities which we're doing in S/4HANA, we would be having a template. MDG has their own template. And MDG has their own upload tools. Separate upload tools are there. Upload programs are there. So with the help of MDG team, we would be getting the Excel templates. We would be explaining to the business. We would be getting those fields. We'll upload into the MDG, and MDG will send it to the S/4HANA system. That's why it is called SAP's Ocean, right? Each small thing, you see that how many different variations. We're talking about the material. We're talking about the customer. Having an in-depth knowledge of that also can make you a consultant. There can be projects you will learn so many things, so many things, so many things. And when you jump into the project, you are working only on a small niche area. You're working as a functional consultant and your responsibility is only the pricing. Make sure pricing has been configured correctly, explained correctly, trained correctly in the system. That kind of things can also happen. When I become a first time functional consultant, around 20 years ago, I got trained on SAP PP module. I learned those 4 big books, which has been given by SAP. And believe me, whatever the content is there, when I went into the first project, only the 10 to 15% content is what has been used. There are a lot of extra content, which I have never used in the last 20 years also, right? That's why we are giving here, we are injecting here the most important training in 40 to 60 hours. And if you really do with the good hands-on, you can be quickly become SAP consultant, a ready to go SAP consultant. And every day in your consulting career will bring new challenges. And those new challenges you will be learning more because SAP is ocean. SAP is ocean. We are just making sure that you know how to swim in that ocean and then explore the ocean more when you go into the projects. So this is the different places, different things which we can explore it. The 2 ways I have explained, 2, 3 ways I have explained. Post go live, how the data would be uploaded.